Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm jumping right into it. I'm using the new Let Love Grow sticker book, which has definitely grown on me in planning this week. I really actually have grown to love this book. So I put like a big floral with a quote on the bottom left corner, and that all happened so fast. But I clipped out the part where I did the whiteout because it took me forever to get it on there straight. So now I'm just doing another floral, which these do not match. So I was going to try to like integrate both of these kinds of flowers. I thought they looked good together, like the coloring. So I was trying to integrate them, and it didn't go exactly as planned, and it didn't really go very smoothly when I was planning and doing the spread. But I ended up, after the fact, I don't want you to not watch the video because I love the way I did it to begin with. I like it. Let's just say I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. But after the fact, I ended up going back and changing a lot. I have some undo, and I used the undo, and I changed a lot. So you can see how I changed it over on my Instagram page. But I like the first one. I did like it. I think why I didn't love it is because I used a lot of boxes from this book that they weren't super contrasting, if that makes any sense. So the boxes I used, like this one, I liked that one because there's a contrast with the lines, and then there's the white in the middle. So I like that one. But there's some that I used that didn't have a lot of contrast, so the colors were just very muted and light, and it was just throwing me off. It's like they didn't match the big florals that I used, the deco florals. They were just much lighter, and you can see even in this box how that floral is supposed to match the one down in the bottom left corner, but it's not quite as vibrant. And that's my complaint with this book, is that the paper stickers, so mostly boxes that are in here, the florals look very dark and subtle and muted and subdued. And some people like that, but I like the more vibrant. So like the big florals here that I have used, the one in the bottom left and then one in the top right, they are dark, moody florals, but they're vibrant. They have a beautiful, like, rich color. And so I think that is kind of my complaint with this book, is that a lot of the paper stickers didn't have that like rich color. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I went back and changed the page after I was done. And the way that it turned out, I wasn't crazy about it either. It definitely was more along the lines of what I was going for to begin with, but I did end up trying to just stick with one type of flower or one type of floral set instead of using both, because I don't know, it just seemed to work better like that. So anyways, I have since used this book to plan as part of another spread, and I actually really, really love it because now I know how to use it. So I'm going to integrate some of the florals in with other things, and I feel like it just works so much better instead of just using this one book and trying to make a spread out of this one book using the boxes with the florals. I think it's better if you use the boxes as part of other spreads as well. And I know it may be hard to integrate them, but I think that's probably going to be the best way to use this book, is to split them up, because I don't know, it just doesn't seem like they go super well together. But that's just my opinion, of course, that's just my own personal opinion. I don't know. Let me know if you agree, or if you hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I think this, the plan with me is fine. There's nothing wrong with the spread, the way that I did it. It was perfectly functional and pretty. It just wasn't my favorite, so that's why I changed it. So I hope you'll keep watching, because it is kind of fun to see just kind of how how I did try to make it work with the boxes, the matching boxes. So, and I was actually using some of the neutral boxes from JoJo, and they were, it would have been better if I just used all the neutral boxes, I think, and then used florals to accent from the book instead of the boxes from the book. But anyways, I did use some neutral boxes, and there's some parts where I added a few different elements and then took them away. But you'll see, so I'm going to stop giving it all away and just talk and let you know what I'm doing here. So I'm kind of, what my idea was here was to do, and I do this a lot, instead of doing like layering, to do clusters where they just are like next to each other. Like, so I would do 2 boxes diagonally and then a little box kind of like fitted together like a puzzle, if that makes sense. So I do this a lot, and that was kind of my idea here, instead of doing layering, which I did go to layer that one, but to a degree I was trying to stick with that sort of method where I'm just like fitting the boxes together instead of layering over them. So I did layer a few boxes, the neutral boxes actually. But these florals are just so pretty to me. The purple and green, like the chartreuse color, and then there's like a little bit of blue, and then I think they're lilies, correct me if I'm wrong, down in the bottom left, but those are my favorite. I like the neutral colored flowers from this book, so like those lilies that are sort of like almost a rich, like a cognac, like golden color, and then in some of the photos in some of the stickers, they look a little more like a reddish, but I really love those. And then also my other favorite that I discovered are some small ones that have like a reddish color. They're like a reddish brown color. They're really pretty, and they go so well with another spread that I did for next week, and you will see that one coming up. And I really liked that one. No, actually, no, it was a spread from this week. Yeah, it was a spread from this week. I've actually already posted it, I believe. It was one that I did with abstract watercolor. I just added some of the florals from this book on that spread, and it just turned out so pretty. I love it. It was probably one of my favorites of the month, I think. When I did my top 4, it was in my personal top 4, not the top 4, my top 4 that I liked best. But it did get like a lot considerable attention. I think people, liked it a lot, so I really liked it though. And I think that was just like such a great idea that hit me when I added those little brownish red florals. I'm trying to think what they're called. They're just like little single flowers, and they have like a stem coming out of the ground, and they're just so pretty from this book. But anyway, we're focused on this spread right now. I cut a lot of like my indecision, as I usually do, because I spend too much time sort of flipping through the books and trying to decide what I'm doing when I don't do a pre-plan, which I didn't pre-plan for this. And also, in the midst of planning, my landlord was actually coming and going, trying to fix our toilet. So he wasn't making a lot of noise or anything, but just having stuff going on in the background is like very distracting. So I'm just being indecisive, as per usual. I found this one that I thought would go well, but as you can see, what I was talking about earlier, that coloring is just super light. It's like very light, and there's no darker line around it, so it just doesn't contrast on the page. So I think that's what threw me. It's just those light, subdued colors mixed with the more vibrant colors. Or maybe I was just having a bad day, an off day. Who knows? All I know is I spent a lot of time on the spread, and it was my least favorite one of the week. After all was said and done, I think it could have possibly been my favorite if I had, I don't know, maybe pre-planned it, you know. I think with pre-planning, I feel like I'm always much happier with how my results, how they come out. So I'm just adding some little accents now, and then I'm going to add bullet points along the sidebar so I can put a to-do list over there. So this is actually my social media planner. I forgot to mention, this is my social media planner for this week, and I typically do 3 different sections. I would do a section typically along the sidebar for what videos or photos I'm going to post, and there's always a coordinating video, almost always a coordinating video, so I don't have to write it down twice. I just write the post for that day and try to do the video and the photo on the same day, and then around the same time actually. And then I have a separate section for what I still need to film for the following week, and then what I still have to edit for this current week. So whatever I have going on pertaining to my social media account and what I'm going to post and what I have planned to plan, I always put everything here, but I try to section it off normally. And it would be probably easier in a dashboard, and most people use a dashboard for social media planning, but I'm a rebel, I guess. I just like the vertical. So this is how my first result came out. I think it's actually kind of pretty. I hope you all like it. I hope it didn't seem like I was so super negative throughout this video, because I actually do really like this book, and I did really like the spread. I just didn't love it. It's just there was something about it that just kind of threw me. But thank you all so much for hanging in there and watching until the end, and I hope to see you back again soon. So y'all have a wonderful weekend. Bye.